It's me. And we are going to be doing... Okay, good to know. We are going to be doing... Oh, sorry, I downloaded... I downloaded Mumu Player. It's the only Android emulator that lets you play TCG Pocket, which is good because it means I can now commentate TGC Pocket. So we're going to do some ranked. I'm going to run a couple ranked games. I'm going to talk about the game because I really like it and I'm kind of addicted to playing the battles. So, I've almost got every card, by the way. Just, you know, subtle flex. Hold on, wait. Is there a full screen on this? Hold on. No. I mean, it's fine. I just can't see the bottom of my cards, but you guys can, and that's all that really matters. No. So my deck is the one I'm running at the minute. I've pushed with a few different decks. I was in Master Ball last season, but I didn't get into it the season before that. So the deck I'm currently pushing with is a Solgaleo deck. So I'm basically running Shinotic. Shinotic's ability lets me search my deck once a turn for a random Pokemon. It basically just lets me get through and get my my evolutions really quickly. Because obviously I'm running Rare Candy, and I wanna be able to evolve my Cosmog like as soon as possible. No, we just wait. I don't think they're gonna... Okay, well they are. I was gonna say, I don't think they're gonna be able to evolve. It's fine though, because they stoke. So it's gonna take them until next turn to deal damage, which means I kind of need to pull Shinotic or Solgaleo here, otherwise like it is just gonna be GG's. Okay, that's not what I wanted. We will Sabrina just to force the Litten in. Now they basically are forced to either have an X speed, which isn't very common to be run in the current meta. So they're basically forced to either X speed or use one of their fire energies, their fire energy for next turn to switch out. So I've basically just bought myself a turn with that Sabrina, which isn't really what I would want to be doing. But it kind of has to be done if I want to keep Cosmog alive, which I don't necessarily have to do that. Like, I could have swapped in Moralo, sacked one Moralo, and then that gives me like an extra turn as well. I might even do that this turn. Like if I don't pull Solgaleo here, or Moralo, or Shinotic I mean, I can teleport out into this Moralo. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna... So we'll set up this Cosmog as well. The good thing about Solgaleo is you only need 2 Metal Energy. So, yeah, I'm gonna swap into this Morlul, because at this point, I've pulled all my basics. It will only take maybe 2 turns of Shinotic. Well, you guaranteed pretty much 2 turns of Shinotic to get my Solgaleo. Hopefully I get it in 1. Hopefully I don't even need Shinotic. Hopefully I just pull my Solgaleo here, but I think that's quite unlikely. I'll be honest, it's not looking great for me. I really hate Incin Charizard deck. I used to run it a lot. It's a fun deck. Kinda situational. But in this current situation, it's very good. Still no Shinotic. That's fantastic. We'll do that. We don't even Mars here. We just take the sack. We take the sack and then we Mars and just hope they don't pull anything this turn. Not that there's like basically anything for them to pull. I guess Howl. They're probably running Howl. What Howl does? It's a supporter card. It means your Incineroar's gonna do plus 30 damage for that turn, which would be real bad. Okay, right. So, bad news is they're 1 point away from winning. Are you serious right now? 9 cards left in my deck. 2 of them are Shinotics. 1 of them is a Cosmoem. 2 of them are Solgaleo. So that means 5 out of my 9 cards in my hand right now, no, in my deck right now, are the cards that I've been pulling. There's just no way to win at this point, so we're just going to concede. That is the issue with decks that kind of rely on evolutions like that. Like, Rare Candy is great, and it makes evolutions like actually viable to use, but you are still relying on your paws. Whereas if you're running like a basic deck, so like the main one that comes to mind at the minute is the Ultra Beast decks, so the Buzzwole deck. If you're up to date with the game, you'll definitely have seen the Buzzwole deck. Like something like that relies less on that, like the randomness of the draw. Okay, this is a better draw already because I have Shinotic and I have my Professor's Research. Did I not pull a single Professor's Research in that last game? Was 7 of my 9 cards like the utility cards I needed? Oricorio, Rayquaza EX. This is going to be probably Electrical Plug. Yeah, definitely Electrical Plug. And then, like the idea, okay. It's going to be Electrical Plug on Zeraora, and they're going to try and bring Zeraora in, is my guess. I got my Rare Candy. That's really good. We Professor's Research, and we hope we get Cosmoem here. Or Cosmog, I mean. We don't. That's fine, I guess. You know, it's not ideal. And Oricorio being here is really not ideal, because Solgaleo can't do anything to do it because of this ability here. Prevents all damage from your Pokemons by attacks, but the opponent's EX Pokemon. Blah 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 blah. Basically, if it's an EX Pokemon, you can't do damage to it, and Solgaleo is. So where's the Electrical Plug? Yep, there we go. Electrical Cord. So basically now if I take out this Zeraora, it's going to be able to give Rayquaza 1 free energy. Right, so... we Illuminate. We try and get... Hopefully we get a Cosmog. No, we don't. That's fine. What I think we do here, actually, is we Cyrus the Oricorio back in. No. Yeah, no, we do. Because what that does is it means I get damage off on the Oricorio, which is great because Shinotic's the only thing that can do the damage. And they're now not going to be able to attack next turn and not going to be able to attach electric energy to Rayquaza unless they sacrifice their Oricorio. Because to get their Oricorio out, they need to attach the energy to it. So I think that, yeah, that was the play. That was the play. Yeah, see, so now they either have to swap out, and that means another turn where Rayquaza's not getting the energy on it that they want. Which is one more turn for me to be able to pull my Cosmog. Come on. Oh, it's definitely Cosmog, right? Oh no, it could have been Morlar or Shinotic, but it is my Cosmog, which is fantastic. I think we just attack here. Like, there's no way Zeraora can kill me. The good news is, even when I take out their Zeraora, it's one lightning energy that's going to go to Rayquaza and one that's going to go to Oricorio. Yeah, they've just had like no time to build up their Rayquaza, which is fantastic because now I can just start doing the damage that I want. So I'm gonna Illuminate, and then we're gonna take Shiinotic to the back because we kind of need you still. So we're gonna Rising Road. Basically, the ability just lets me swap in, so I can swap in. Is there any reason to Sabrina here? If I Sabrina, they just bring in Oricorio. Yeah, so I don't do that. That would be a big mistake. We just do that. So yeah, downside is Rayquaza's now getting 1 energy on it. But what's that 1 energy going to do? They're going to have to kind of bring Oricorio in here to try and build up their Rayquaza. But if they bring Oricorio in, I have 1 Shiinotic, and I'm probably going to be able to get a second one in my next turn if I had to guess. There's a chance it'll be the turn after that, but it's one of the next 2 turns. And that's just game over for that Oricorio. I also have Sabrina now, so what I can do is Tapu Koko comes in. Okay. Sure. Okay, so just gives me even better odds to pull my second Shiinotic here. And I do. Oh, it's the only odds. I don't have any other cards, so if I just use Illuminate, it's going to say there's nothing in my deck. So... so... I'm thinking, if I Sabrina here, they can bring in something like Tapu. I barely don't do enough damage. They can put the energy on and retreat back into Oricorio. So is it better for me to just get rid of Oricorio here? That's my, like, thought process, I guess. Because I can't Sabrina and Red in the same turn. If I could, it's a guaranteed win. I'm gonna Sabrina. I'm gonna hope they bring in Rayquaza instead of Tapu. If they bring in Rayquaza, they then... Okay, they do. So I think that's a mistake on their part. They can still retreat, but then they're removing all of the energy on their, like, the only thing that can really do considerable damage to my team. Yeah, so I just Soul Breaker here, because it's not gonna... Like, yeah, they have no way to kill me this turn. So their only option is to either Oricorio. If they have Leaf, that would be bad. I didn't actually consider if they had Leaf or not. Or they... Okay, they don't have Leaf. That's good. So yeah, you bring in Oricorio, but it's just a bit late for that. Because, okay, so you're doing more damage to me, but again, it's just not enough. Because what I can do this turn is I'm going to retreat. I'm going to go into the Shiinotic that's going to die. I'm basically using this Shiinotic as a sacrifice, just to get the damage off on this Oricorio. Might as well do that. I've got a rare candy in here, but by the next turn I get Solgaleo anyway, so it's fine. Might as well get rid of that, because I don't need it. Then I can do that. Shiinotic here is 1 away, like 1 energy away. So even when they take this out next turn, they know they're dead basically, unless they have a heal. They could definitely have a second Pokemon Center Lady. That's when things get a little bit more rough. But I think it's kind of locked down from here, because once I get rid of Oricorio, one of these 2 comes in, and I can red and kill them guaranteed with Solgaleo. So yeah, I think I've actually got them pinned. I don't think there's an out for them anymore. Like, even if they heal, it's not. And I think that's why they're taking so long as well. I think it's just over. I think they concede. Let's see. Do they? Or do they run it out? They don't run it out. That... Yeah, okay, that's... I saw the game plan, but now it is over. Because I just do that. I don't even need to switch out. I Rising Road to switch in, and then I'm red. And that just... That's the win. Nice. So we won one, we lost one. We're going to do one more, and then I'm going to end the video, just because I don't want this video to go on too long. I don't know how interested people would be in this. If people are interested, if you're watching this and you're going, Harry, this is actually really interesting stuff, I might stream this game. Like pushing to a high rank could certainly be interesting. Because I do really like the game. So maybe. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy this game. If you enjoy watching content of this game, because I think streams of it would be really interesting. I've been watching some Jody streams, Jody Azarelli. And yeah, they're great. Do we... Yeah, with Cosmo, we can probably quite safely lead Cosmog. Is this a Dragonite EX deck? I've not played one of these yet. I don't mind having Pokeball here. When I get Shiinotic, it just gives me less chance of getting something I don't really want. Yeah, is this a... I don't like this is going to be able to attack on turn though. Like early Cosmog damage isn't really what I'm wanting, but I guess once I go into Cosmoem, I'm probably just not dying until they get fully evolved. I don't know Dragonair's moves and stuff. So, well, I got a 1 in 5 chance that I pull Solgaleo and basically just insta win unless they play another Pokemon. Okay. There's Dragonite. And a red card. Okay, that's fine though. Perfect. Okay. Oh, really perfect. Hold on. Not perfect. Why would they do that? Perfect. We're fine. We're fine. You thought... Okay, and they're not... Next turn, they've got Water Energy. So they're still not going to be able to. Yeah, this is just game, basically. Like... What can they do? They're not getting an Electric Energy next turn. So unless they get a Pokemon to play, unless they get another Dratini to play down, and they're not getting an attack off next turn either, I don't know why you even attach the leftovers there. You're just throwing it away. That's why you're attaching it. Okay. So they're buying themselves 1 extra turn, which I guess is fine, but we know that their next energy is water, so it's not changing a thing here. So I attached that. Do we get our second Solgaleo? We do. Yeah, like it is just over. That is the issue with dragon type decks. They take 2 energy, like 2 different types of energy, and it's just getting them online with those 2 energy is just a gamble. See, they still haven't hit the electric energy. Exactly. We'll do another game because that one was short. It was interesting seeing a Dragonite EX deck. I don't know how great it would be. I think I think the play is you run it with Zeraora Dawn. Basically, Zeraora's ability, if you pull Zeraora on your first turn, like before your first turn or on your first turn, it gives itself 1 electric energy. And I think you run Zeraora, like double Zeraora, and water and electric energy, because it just gives you that higher chance of pulling the electrics. You might... I feel like if you run Manaphy with it as well... Does Manaphy... Is Manaphy only can attach water energy to water types? I don't think so, right? I don't think so. I got the rare candy. That's really good. And I've got my Shinotic, and I've got 2 Moralols, so I have a decent shot next turn of getting Solgaleo. Issue is, even if I get Solgaleo, I can't attack that turn. But, I mean, unless they... Oh, they've got a lot of cards in hand. They could... Is it a Gallade? A Gallade Garchomp deck? I've not seen, like, Garchomp EX deck. I've not seen a Gallade Garchomp EX deck in a while. Okay. So... That's nice. I mean, I'm not doing the damage this turn, but I'm also just not going to take anything unless they can evolve. Second Shinotic, that's amazing. I've kind of got set up perfectly here. Like, Cosmom, yeah, sure, but doesn't really matter. See, Gallade can't really do much into Solgaleo because I only am going to have 2 energy attach. Basically, what Gallade does... Okay, yeah, this is really not looking great for them because they clearly don't have their rare candy. Or they don't have their Garchomp, one of the 2. Hannah Professor's Research, they're nicing me. I should have used my Shinotic abilities first. That was really silly of me. Yeah, because now I've... Okay. I mean, it's fine. So there's my Cosmog. So yeah, like I should have used that Shinotic because then I would have got more efficiency from my Professor's Research because I know I only had 2 Pokemon left. So I would have been able to pull both of those Pokemon and take them out of my Professor's Research, like, odds, I guess, is the way to put it. Soulbreaker, though, is doing that. Garchomp only does 100 damage, so unless they have a red in hand as well, like, they'd need rare candy, Garchomp, and red to be able to, like, pose any kind of threat here. Okay, so now... Okay, it doesn't even matter, I don't think. So, I think we do just take the kill here. Right? I think I just take the kill here. Like, they could have rare candy and Gallade. Gallade does only take 2 energy, if I remember correctly. But even if they do, they're only getting 2 prize points. I have a fully charged Solgaleo in the back that can come in. Because, like, yeah, Gallade here does kill Solgaleo, so if they rare candy, so... Okay, they don't. GG's. Right, that is going to be the video, though. I really enjoyed recording this video. This is a really good one. I hope you enjoy watching it. I still don't know how to end a video, though, guys.